second 5-wicket haul of the summer. First time that's happened since, 1974 and Derek Underwood. So England, cock a hoop, delighted with their victory, 1-0 up with 2 test matches to go in this end-power series. Now, we've got time for another in our series, Pioneers of Cricket. Our subject today was a Pakistan fast bowler of immense talent, one of the world's great all-rounders, Wasim Akram.
A ball, beautifully bowled, wonderfully bowled, brilliant bowling. Bowled in, beautiful delivery. What a way to bring up his 300th Test match wicket. Wasim Akram has set the stadium alight.
Beautifully bowled by Wasim Akram.
Bowler, this also gives him 500th wicket and he is absolutely delighted.
He's bowling neck and crop, unstoppable.
I had the talent, yes, but I had to work hard. I used to leave my house at 7, 9 o'clock in the morning, go to gym, cricket practice, batting, bowling, fielding. I used to come home in the evening like anybody else professional sportsmen do. Yeah, I worked hard. Talent was there, but talent doesn't stay with you. Any talent will stay with you longer if you work hard at it.
On the face of it, the dynamism and drama of Wasim Akram personified the sort of mercurial talent for which success could have been all too easy. But more than 400 Test and 500 one-day wickets in a career spanning 18 years shows a rare steeliness allied to an innate ability.
He had complete control over the wicket, round the wicket, yorker, good length, bouncers. He had it all.
He's world class, and to me he will always be in that bracket of one of the greatest new ball bowlers that the game has ever produced.
Without a doubt, for me, the best I think is the left-arm seamer Wasim Akram. Without it, he had tremendous skill, great pace, and at the death he was the most fearsome of all.
Shrouded in mystery, some said reverse swing was unnatural, and many thought it was simply cheating. No one epitomised the controversy surrounding the dark art better than Wasim Akram, but by rising above it, he showed the world its true potential.
Great delivery, left arm round the wicket. Alan Lamb has been cleaned up.
Remember that ball he bowled to Alan Lamb in the World Cup? Round the wicket. How possible, like the ball is coming in the air into you and you committed yourself, the ball is coming in swinger and after pitching ball leaving you out. Nobody can play that ball.
I remember Neil Fairbrother telling Alan Lamb at the other end, Lamb, be careful. He's going to probably bowl an outswing to you. He must have thought, how can you go outswing left arm, wide of the crease, around the wicket, going to come in and then go out. But I think eventually found out when he got bowled.
He bowled out Alan Lamb, he bowled out Chris Lewis with deliveries. And I've always said, Wasim could bowl your deliveries whether you're on 0 or whether you're on 200, but you couldn't play.
During the World Cup '92, he was struggling with his direction and length. I mean, he was all over the place. But he got instructions from Imran and they were very simple. I don't want you to slacken your pace. Just go out there and get your rhythm while bowling quick. And so he eventually got there in the semi-final and the final and bowled those 2 brilliant deliveries.
I went to skipper at Imran at the time. We were discussing at a tea time. It was the water time, water break, 35 overs. As skipper, the partnership is going. The ball is this. Remember, there used to be 2 balls. I said, this end, it's reverse swinging happening. I've just had a look at the ball. So he said, okay, try 2 overs. So it worked. Yes, there was the best, one of the best deliveries I bowled at the right time, the right moment. That was the delivery.
Pakistan win the World Cup. What a great victory.
Wasim was a club bowler who came to give the Test batsmen bowling practice. The Test squad had already been selected, and Wasim looked better than all the bowlers selected, and he got selected. I mean, it's like a schoolboy, when schoolboys dream of this, that someone gets injured, they're sitting in the stand, someone says anyone can play, the boy puts up his hand and becomes a hero. It's actually like that happened with Wasim. He ended up being picked on tour. In his second test, he got 10 wickets.
Oh, that's out, caught behind, yes, beautifully bowled. That is absolutely magnificent.
In the beginning, I was just a bowler. Any young bowler who come and run and bowl his natural swing. Eventually, when I played for Pakistan, then I learned to bowl in swing, out swing, or reverse swing, or whatever. But that was eventually.
He was so talented that if you tell him a thing, he would practice it 3-4 times in the nets and almost be perfect at it. Naturally gifted cricketer.
It was, I think it was all in the blood. I came in, I knew how did reverse swing happens, and then obviously Imran came. And after a couple of meetings, after a couple of lessons, we picked up reverse swing straight away.
I literally had to tell him every ball what to do. I used to stand at mid-on and I would have to tell him, I said, now, what are you going to do? He would ask me, I'm doing this, that's the field. So I would have to tell him every ball.
I, as a bowler, preferred him standing at mid-off. It was just a discussion. Okay, skipper, what should I bowl? Out swing, in swing, with reversing. Because he knew the psyche of a batter at the time more than me or Waqar. So I was comfortable with him. When it comes to standing at mid-on, that I can discuss with him what should I do.
So that's how he started. He had absolutely no idea. He was just talented, but the mind did not understand the art of wicket taking or bowling.
Bowling! There's the in-swinger. Tremendous delivery from a tremendous bowler.
There's no science to it. Just make a bowl on, one side rough, shiny side, bowl in nets. This is it. That's what I did it. I never knew from the beginning what it was. I mean, at times I used to, there's a seam here, so holding like this at times, this finger used to go up with two fingers, at times this finger. It just came out, just trying reverse swing. I mean, the ball used to go halfway in between, thumb goes right under the ball. With the new ball, with the old ball, thumb was just slightly there. Out swing, action was slightly open. For in swing, little, sideways. And yeah, just this bits and bobs, and yes, and that worked eventually. Probably little high arm, maybe little high arm. Waqar never had a high arm though, but little high arm action, yes, I think. Little high arm, but it's the ball who does the swing, not the bowler. Bowler has to just pick up the length.
Wasim, for me, was the hardest to pick because he used to hide the ball. He used to come over or around. You couldn't tell which way he was going to swing.
He used to sprint up to the wicket first of all, and a lot of bowlers will collect themselves, sort of jump up and then bowl it. He almost used to bowl on the run, and he had a quick arm, but it was a pace he ran up to the wicket to you at, and all of a sudden, say it's there, it's on you.
Bowlers with jump, they require a longer run up, like Waqar, like Harmison, like Shoaib Akhtar or Brett Lee. I didn't have any jump. I never had any jump in the action, so mine was all quick arm. My arm rotation was so quick. That's where batsmen used to get deceived by the bowling.
The thing that stood out for me was his out-and-out skill and control of reverse swinging. Waqar, for me, swung it in at high pace, and he was so quick through the air. Only majority of the balls would actually swing into you, so you could give yourself a bit of room. But Wasim he did both, and he did it at pace. And who else to throw the ball when you need 6 or 6 balls? And it was him. He could possibly do it, I think, 5 out of 10 times.
Every youngster from our part of the world, or even in England, either in soccer, or either in cricket, or either in hockey, they want to be. This is the ultimate goal: to get recognized and to do well for your country. And that was a dream come true for me. That was the whole purpose to generally that people recognize you and they respect you and they know who you are. I enjoyed that pressure. I think I worked for that pressure. I always played under I always played well under pressure, and when people expect you to do well, that really used to tick me at times, most of the time in fact.